Change your name for marriage, divorce, or to disappear. Chapter 1. Change your name legally. Changing your name because of marriage. For the bride, you have the choice to keep your maiden name, change to your husband's name, or hyphenate and keep both. Sometimes the man changes to the girl's last name, or each takes a part of their last names and combines them to make a completely new name. If you use your maiden name at work and your husband's name socially, you may run into problems with taxes, etc. If you change it to a new hybrid name, consider a mass mailing to get the word out. With divorces and marriages, you can change your name on the marriage or divorce license, then use that document to change your passport, social security, driver's license, etc. without bothering with the court petition method. Once you have decided to adopt and use a new name, you have to inform your employer, friends, family members, creditors, etc. Inform them that you now want them to call you and use only your new name. If applying for a new job or securing for credit, you have to use your new name. You may not use your old name and new name simultaneously. Changing your name. Some people overwhelmed by money problems, a bad reputation, a criminal past, etc. decide to change their names legally to get a fresh start. Common law asserts that you can change your name on a whim and start using it in day-to-day affairs as long there's no intent to defraud anyone. If you want to change your name legally on your identification cards, you have to do it via court order or decree. Government agencies generally grant women name changes on public records after marriage without having to get a court order. You may not adopt the name of a famous personality or the brand name of a popular product. Wanting to change your name for that purpose can be considered as one with malicious intent. Every state has at least one method to change an individual's name, but some states have two methods. These are commonly known as court petition, adopted use method. Depending on the state in which you live, both are legal and valid methods. For example, California residents have the right to be known by whatever first and last name they choose. Changing your name, court petition. The most popular way an individual can legally change his or her name is through what is called court petition method. A name change by this method is accomplished by simply completing name change form and by filing it with the county clerk's office. At court, the judge will ask you a few questions to try to make sure that you are not changing your name for the purpose of deceit or fraud. If he or she approves of your new name, this name change will be valid in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. This method is quite similar to the process involved when you register the name of a business, called DBA, doing business as. You fill out the proper forms, file it with the county clerk, and then publish a notice of filing in a local newspaper. The objective of this notice is to publicly announce your intention to change your name. This notice also allows any person who may have any good reason to object, to file a motion against your name change. However, if your notice is properly published and has served its term, usually 4 weeks or 30 days, the court will grant your request for name change. Generally, what you need is a petition to change a name form either from the clerk who handles name changes at the county court office or from a stationery store. Every state has a particular statute for the procedure. You have to fill the form in with your name, date, and place of birth, current address, reason for the name change, and proposed new name. In some states, you must specify whether you have ever been convicted of any criminal charges, whether you have any liens or debts against you, and whether you have ever declared bankruptcy. In some cases, you might have to get the form notarized and add a verification form, which is a statement saying that you swear that you have no fraudulent intent with the new name. You must then publish the intention of name change. Usually this is done by placing an ad in the local newspaper. This act gives the public the chance to see this and possibly contest it like a creditor or another person with the same name. After a few weeks pass and no one contests your intent of name change, the judge issues a court order stating that the name requested is now your legal name. With this document, you can get the name on your social security card, birth certificate, and driver's license changed. Other documents which could change names are adoptions and divorces. The best reasons to give for changing your name are to make it simpler for others to use, to hide out if you are escaping from an abusive relationship, or if you're an entertainer and want to take on your stage name. With divorces and marriages, you can change your name on the marriage or divorce license, then use that document to change your passport, social security, driver's license, etc. without bothering with the court petition method. Once you have decided to adopt and use a new name, you have to inform your employer, friends, family members, creditors, etc. Inform them that you now want them to call you and use only your new name. If applying for a new job or securing for credit, you have to use your new name. You may not use your old name and new name simultaneously. Start by changing your driver's license and your social security card. Send a copy of your court order to the Vital Statistics Office in the state you were born to change your birth certificate. After this, change all your other documents and paperwork like academic institutions, bank, car registration, contracts, credit card agencies, insurance, Internal Revenue Service, passport, powers of attorney, professional associations, real estate, retirement plans, stocks/bonds/mutual funds, the post office, trusts, utility companies, Veterans Administration, your doctor, your employer, your lawyer, your will, also if you're in another person's will. Send them all a letter with your new name and a copy of your court order asking them to change your name on their records. You can bypass a lot of the paperwork by hiring a lawyer or a paralegal to do it for you. Immigrants are allowed to change their name when they become citizens. Simply tell the immigration officer you want to change your name because you want a simpler, more common name. A minor can change his or her name. An adult will have to give their consent and submit the petition with a reason for the name change. The reason is often adoption or bringing a stepchild into a family. Both parents or guardians will be notified of the petition so that if one parent objects, they can argue against it and leave the judge to decide what is in the best interest for the child. Changing your name, adopted use method. As its name suggests, changing your name using the adopted use method means simply that you adopt a new name and use that name in all aspects of your personal, social and business life. Unfortunately, this method is not acceptable in some states. Therefore, if the state in which you presently reside does not recognize the adopted use method, simply set up a residence in a state that has the usage provision and change your name there. With the use method, you don't need a lawyer or a trip to the courthouse, but the drawback is that the name is not legally registered anywhere. You begin using your new name in daily use, but you will not be able to use your name for official, legal things that require documentation like opening a bank account and getting a driver's license, buying a plane ticket, getting stopped by the cops, etc. This method is valid and legal except in situations where you need formal ID. If you want to change your name for privacy reasons, pick a common name, one that is shared with thousands of others. Look at the street names in your area. They often make great last names. The most common male first names are John, William, Bill, James, Charles, Peter, Robert, Paul, and George. The most common female first names are Jane, Mary, Nancy, Betty, Susan, Debbie, and Barbara. drbecky.com/birthcert.html. Change your name websites. ArizonaNameChange.com, Arizona. bumbili.com/foreign_guide_n/USAID-change.asp. ChangeYourLastName.com. ChangeYourName.co.uk. Change-your-name.com, United Kingdom. co.travis.tx.us/records_communication/law_library/pro_name_change/brochure.pdf. ColoradoNameChange.com, Colorado. Courtinfo.ca.gov/self-help/other/name-change-form.htm. courts.state.ny.us/form/name-change.shtml, New York. dot.wisconsin.gov/drivers/name-change.htm, how to change your name on your driver license or vehicle title in Wisconsin. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/deed_of_change_name. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/name_change. floridanamechange.com. illinoisnamechange.com. cabalerians.com/index.cfm, picking a new name. kitbiz.com. lawguru.com/legal form/name_change_c505.html. legalcpu.com. legalhelper.net/change-name.aspx. legalmessenger.com/legal-name-change.htm. legalzoom.com. missnowmrs.com, married name change. mv.state.nv.us, driver's license name change in Nevada. namechange123.com. namechangelaw.com. namechangers.com. nclrights.org/publications. nclrights.org/publications/legalizing-gender.htm, change your name with the Social Security Administration. nclrights.org/publications/pub/flow-namechange.pdf #search =change our identity, a guide for transgender individuals seeking to amend their identity documents. nevadanamechange.com, Nevada. newlastname.org. answers.yahoo.com/question/QID=1006032502364. nalo.com. panamechange.com, Pennsylvania. peoples-law.org/name_change/how_name_change.htm. rightonthemoney.org/show/507_ident2/show_507.html. soyouwanted.com/site/syws/changename/changename.html. ssa.gov/pub/100002.html. ssa.gov/replace_sscard.html, apply for a new or replacement SSN card. texasnamechange.com. texasnamechangelaw.com. transport.qld.gov.au/qt/ltasinfo.nsf/index/licensing_identification. travel.state.gov/passport/friday/changename/changename_851.html, how to change your name in your passport. ultimatekits.com. uslegalforms.com. uslegalforms.com/change-of-name. verysign.com/ssl/current-ssl-customers/change-name-info. virginianamechange.com, Virginia. State Vital Statistics Offices USA. ancestry.com. berksregoffwills.com. birthcertificatesusa.com. courthouseusa.com. crimetime.com/online, go to state records. dnis.com. freereg.rootsweb.com, free internet searches of baptism, marriage, and burial records. nox.com, public records database for a fee. medaccess.com/address/vital_toc.htm. merlindata.com. townonline.com. travel.state.gov/vitalrecords_services.html. records of birth, death, and marriage abroad. vitalcheck.com, 800-255-2414. vitalrec.com. vitalrec.com/links to some country records worldwide. vitals.rootsweb.com. Consumer Information Center. Pueblo, C081009. 719-948-4000. 888-8 Pueblo. pueblo.gsa.gov. book, Where to Write for Vital Records, which contains detailed state listings for birth, death, marriage, and divorce records. The Vital Statistics Office has birth, death, marriage, and divorce records. Preface all letters with Department of Health / Vital Records Section. Alabama. epub 5625. Montgomery, Alabama 36103. 334-613-5418. State.al.us. Alaska. epub 110675. Juneau, Alaska 99811. 907-465-3392. State.ak.us. Arizona. epub 3887. Phoenix, Arizona 85030. 602-255-3260. State.az.us. Arkansas. 4815 West Markham Street. Little Rock, Arkansas 72205. 501-661-2134. State.ar.us. California. 304 SST. epub 730,241. Sacramento, California 94244-0241. 916-445-2684, recording. 916-445-1719. Fax, 800-858-5553. dhs.ca.gov/chs. User db.rootsweb.com/ca/birth/search.cgi. Colorado. Section HSVRA1. 4300 Cherry Creek Drive South. Denver, Colorado 80246-1530. 303-756-4464. 303-692-2224. Fax, 800-423-1108. 303-692-2234. cdpe.state.co.us/hs/certs.asp. Vitalcheck.com. Connecticut. 150 Washington Street. Hartford, CT 061066. 860-566-1124. State.ct.us. DC, City of Washington. 613 G St. NW. 9th FL. Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-727-9281. State.dc.us. Birth, death. Courthouse. 500 Indiana Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20001. 202-879-4850, marriage. 202-879-1410, divorce. State.dc.us. Delaware. epub 637. Dover, Delaware 19903. 302-739-4721. Fax, 302-736-1862. deph.org. Vitalcheck.com. Florida. epub 210. Jacksonville, Florida 32231. 904-359-6900. State.fl.us. poc-info.com/list.php?NID =21. Georgia. 47 Trinity Avenue. SW. Number 217. Atlanta, Georgia 30334. 404-656-74566. State.ga.us. Hawaii. epub 3378. Honolulu, Hawaii 96801. 808-586-4539. State.hi.us. Hawaii.gov. Hawaii.gov/health/vital-records/vital-records. Idaho. 450 West State Street. Boise, Idaho 83720-9990. 208-334-5988. State.id.us. Illinois. 605 West Jefferson Street. Springfield, Illinois 62702-5097. 217-782-6553, 6554. Fax, 217-523-2648. idph.state.il.us/vital/vital-home. cyberdriveillinois.com/departments/archives/genealogy/forms/idph-deaths/rch. idph.state.il.us/vital-records/marriage_faq.htm. Indiana. 2N Meridian. Indianapolis, Indiana 46204. 317-233-2700. Fax, 317-233-7210. in.gov/isdh. Iowa. 321 East 12th Street. 4th FL. Des Moines, Iowa 50319. 515-281-4944. State.ia.us. Kansas. 900 Southwest Jackson Street. Topeka, Kansas 66612. 785-296-1400. State.ks.us. Kentucky. 275 East Main Street. Frankfort, Kentucky 40621-0001. 502-564-4212. Fax, 502-227-0032. publichealth.state.kyt.us/vital. ukcc.uky.edu/vitalrec. vitals.rootsweb.com/ky. Louisiana. POB 606,630. New Orleans, Louisiana 70160. 504-568-4980. State.la.us. Maine. 221 State Street. State House Station 11. Augusta, Maine 04333-0011. 877-523-2659. 207-287-3181. Fax, 207-287-1093. State.me.us/dhs. State.me.us/sos/arc/genealogy. State.me.us/pls/archive/marriage_archive.search_form. State.me.us/pls/archive/death_archive.search_form. Maryland. POB 68760. Baltimore, Maryland 21215. 410-764-3038. State.md.us. Massachusetts. 150 Tremont Street. Boston, Massachusetts 02111. 617-727-0110. State.ma.us. Michigan. POB 30195. Lansing, Michigan 48909. 517-335-8656. State.mi.us. Minnesota. 717 Delaware Street Southeast. Minneapolis, Minnesota 55414. 612-623-5120. State.mn.us. Mississippi. POB 1700. Jackson, Mississippi 39215. 601-960-7981. State.ms.us. Missouri. POB 570. Jefferson City, Missouri, 65102. 573-751-66387. State.mo.us. Montana. 1400 Broadway. Cogswell Building / #C118. Helena, Montana, 56920. 406-444-4228. State.mt.us. Nebraska. 301 Centennial Mall. POG 95065. Lincoln, Nebraska, 68509-5065. 402-471-2871. hhs.state.ne.us/sed. Nevada. 505 East King Street. Carson City, Nevada, 89710. 775-687-4481. State.nv.us. New Hampshire. 6 Hazen Drive. Concord, New Hampshire, 03301. 603-271-4650. State.nh.us. New Jersey. CN 370. Trenton, New Jersey, 08625. 609-292-4087. State.nj.us. New Mexico. POG 26110. Santa Fe, New Mexico, 87502. 505-827-2338. State.nm.us. New York. Empire State Plaza. Corning Tower Building. Albany, New York, 12237. 518-474-3038. State.ny.us. health.state.ny.us/vital_records. New York health.gov/vital_records. New York City. POG 37766. Church St. Sta. New York, New York, 10007. 212-788-4506. North Carolina. POG 29537. Raleigh, North Carolina, 27626. 919-733-3526. State.nc.us. North Dakota. 600 East Boulevard. Abe. First FL. Bismarck, North Dakota, 58505. 701-224-2360. State.nd.us. Ohio. 246 North High Street. POG 15098. Columbus, Ohio, 43215-0098. 614-466-2531. odh.state.oh.us/birth/birth Maine. ohiohistory.org//dindex, death index. Oklahoma. POG 53551. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, 73152. 405-271-4040. State.ok.us. Oregon. POG 14050. Portland, Oregon, 97214. 503-731-4095. State.or.us. Pennsylvania. POG 1528. Newcastle, Pennsylvania, 16103. 724-656-3100. State.pa.us. Rhode Island. Capitol Hill, Cannon Building. Number 101. Providence, Rhode Island, 02908. 401-277-2812. State.ri.us. South Carolina. 2600 Bull Street. Columbia, South Carolina, 29201. 803-734-4830. State.sc.us. South Dakota. 600 E Pierre, South Dakota, 57501, 5077. 605-773-4961. Fax, 605-773-5683. State.sd.us/do/vitalrec. Tennessee. 421 5th Avenue North. 1st FL. Nashville, Tennessee, 37247. 615-741-1763. 615-741-0778. Fax, 615-726-2559. State.tn.us/health/vr. State.tn.us/sos/statelib/pubs/vs/death. Texas. 1100 West 49th Street. Austin, Texas, 78756. 512-458-7111. State.tx.us. Utah. POB 16700. Salt Lake City, Utah, 84116. 801-538-6380. State.ut.us. Vermont. POB 70. Burlington, Vermont, 05402. 802-863-7275. State.vt.us. Virginia. POB 1000. Richmond, Virginia, 23208. 804-786-6228. State.va.us. Washington. POB 9709. Olympia, Washington, 98507. 360-753-5842. State.wa.us. West Virginia. State Capitol. Building 3, number 516. Charleston, West Virginia, 25305. 304-558-2931. State.wv.us. Wisconsin. POB 309. Madison, Wisconsin, 53701. 608-266-1372. State.wi.us. dhfs.wisconsin.gov/vital-records. Wyoming. Hathaway Building. Cheyenne, Wyoming, 82002. 307-777-7591. State.wy.us. American Samoa. 684-633-1222. Guam. 671-734-4589. North Mariana Islands. 670-234-6401. Puerto Rico. 787-728-7980. Overseas births. Authentication Office. 21st St. and Virginia Ave. NW. Washington, D.C. 200,255. Overseas births. Passport Services. State Department. Washington, D.C. 20524. State.gov. Provincial Vital Statistics Offices, Canada. Archives.ca. cbs.gov.on.ca/mcbs/english/foruluqt.htm, Ontario, Canada. Forms.ssb.gov.on.ca/mb/ssb/forms/ssb/forms.nsf, Ontario, Canada. gov.ab.ca/gs/information/vs/marriage/certificates, Alberta. gov.ns.ca/snsmr, Nova Scotia. gov.on.ca/ont/navigation/navigation controller, Ontario, Canada. gs.governmentnl.ca, gov.nf.ca/gs/vs/marriagecert.stm, Newfoundland, Canada. servicens.ca, Nova Scotia. vs.gov.bc.ca/marriage/certificate.html, British Columbia. vs.gov.bc.ca/marriage/howto.html, British Columbia. Central Divorce Registry. 613-957-4519. The Vital Statistics Office contains birth, death, marriage, and divorce records. Preface your letters with Department of Health. Registrar General. Registrar of Vital Statistics. British Columbia. 818, Fort St. Victoria, BCV 8W1H8. 800-663-8328. 888-212-1188. 250-387-0041. Fax, 250-952-2587. hlth.gov.bc.ca/vs. Alberta. 10130 112th Street. Edmonton, UP T5K2P2. 780-427-2683. 780-427-7013. 780-427-2681. Fax, 780-422-4225. gov.ab.ca/gs/services/vpe. Saskatchewan. 1919 Rose Street. Regina, SKS4P3V7. 306-787-3092. 800-458-1179. Fax, 306-787-2288. health.gov.sk.ca/ps_vital_statistics. Manitoba. 254, Portage Avenue. Winnipeg, MBR3C0B6. 204-945-3701. 800-282-8060. Fax, 204-948-3128. gov.mb.ca/cca/vital. Ontario. POB 4600. 189, Red River Road. Thunder Bay, on P7B6L8. 807-343-7414. 800-461-2156. 800-361-6277. Fax, 807-343-7459. ccr.on.ca/mcbs/english/births&marriages. Deputy Registrar General. MacDonald Block. 900, Bay Street. Toronto, on M701Y5. 416-965-1687. 416-325-8305. Quebec. LE Directeur de l'État Civil. 205 Rue Montgomery. Quebec, QCG1N4T2. 418-643-3900. 418-649-3527. Fax, 418-646-3255. etacivil.gov.qc.ca. New Brunswick. POB 6000. 670 King Street. Number 173. Fredericton, NBE3B5H1. 506-453-2385. Fax, 506-444-4139. gnb.ca/0379/n/index. Nova Scotia. POB 157. 1690 Hollis Street. Halifax, NSB3J2M9. 902-424-4381. 902-424-4374. 877-848-2578. Fax, 902-424-0678. vstat@gov.ns.ca. gov.ns.ca/bacs/vstat, gov.ns.ca/snsmr/vstat. Newfoundland. POB 8700. St. John's, NFLDA 1B4J6. 709-729-3311. 709-576-3308. Fax, 709-729-0946. governmentnl.ca, gov.nf.ca/gsl/gs/vs. Nunavut. Registrar General of Vital Statistics. Health and Social Services. Bag number 3. Rankin Inlet, New Caucago. 800-661-0833. 867-645-5002. Fax, 867-645-2997. gov.nu.ca. Pay. 35 Dowses Road. POB 3000. Montaigne, PECOA1R0. 902-838-0880. Fax, 902-838-0883. 877-320-1253. gov.pe.ca/vital statistics. WJP. Macmillan Building. 17 Haviland Street. POB 2000. Charlottetown, PEC 1A7N8. 902-892-1001. Yukon. POB 2703. Whitehorse, YKY1A2C6. 867-667-5207. Fax, 867-393-6485. hss.gov.yk.ca. Northwest Territories. POB 1320. Yellowknife, NWTX1A2L9. 867-873-7404. Fax, 867-873-0272. Bag 9. Inuvik, Antico 0T0. 867-777-7420. 800-661-0830. gov.nt.ca.